Hey everybody, welcome back to Northernlion Plays Enter the Gungeon. I have to go, wait, speak to Tutorial Man Stranger. This place changes and changes people. The bird was here before the great bullet struck. He's no one's pet now, heh. No, maybe we don't have to go talk to the tutorial boss. I've been sucking it up lately. One thing people said to me is that, apparently I have gotten the item for getting 5 flawlesses. I got it on the run in which I had the clone and was brought back to life, so I had basically 2 opportunities to do it, so we don't have to worry about the 5 flawlesses anymore. This is already done. Just making sure. All we have to do is get some past kills. So you know what? Sometimes, if you went to a burrito place and you were like, do I get a medium or an extra large? Sometimes they do just make the leap that easily. You'd be like, dude, I gotta get a medium. There's no way for an extra large. There's no way I could possibly fit all that amount of burrito goodness inside of my body. But then when you finish the medium, you're warmed up and you'll be like, you know what? Maybe I should have gotten the extra large. In all honesty, you probably shouldn't have. No one man should have all that flour. Well, it could be made with a torn tortilla would be bad. A corn tortilla. But what I'm getting at with this analogy that I think makes more sense than even I had expected it to is that we really only have to beat the dragon to qualify for a past kill. So instead of worrying about, oh my god, there's so much Gungeon food on our plate, why don't we just focus on doing things, you know, piecemeal here? Dude, 120 credit item on the first floor is just cruel. Mind you, Heart of Ice, I guess, as the robot is not that meaningful anyway. Yeah, we can pick that up now. Because it just gives us 1 armor. Now, mind you, armor is still valuable, but it's less... I struggle with this, because it's the same as Blue Baby. You're like, okay, well, an HP upgrade is not as good as it is on other characters, but you do still need a certain, you know, base level of HP to survive. What I'm getting at is, let's focus on beating the dragon. And let's focus on getting that past kill. Let's not give a shit about the Lich. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter yet, anyway. Or at the very least, it doesn't have to matter yet. So we get the Colt 1851. I don't know if this is actually any good, but we don't have to use it right away. Maybe we'll want to use it against the boss? I don't, if I remember correctly, like I have used it before, but a lot of the revolvers still sort of blend together for me. Do you think this could be, no, that's not a secret room, but this could be. Trying to get in the habit of looking like every single room that seems like it could be plausible, but obviously it's going to be hard. I have to admit, honestly, the fact that we've been playing so poorly in Gungeon lately has kind of weighed on me, and there's a little bit of a discrepancy in the backlog here between Isaac and Gungeon, so this is like a slight spoiler, but I've been playing really well in Isaac, and poorly in Gungeon, and I find myself really want to record more Isaac on a daily basis than Gungeon just because of my lack of skill and because the runs take so long. Now, you can take the shortcut, and you get an item for taking the shortcut down to, you know, the 3rd or 4th floor. It kind of feels like against the spirit of the game, but maybe I'm just being... I'm letting, like, my Spelunky experience kind of inform that. Let me put it this way. Does Austin teleport? If Austin doesn't teleport, then I'm not going to teleport. But it may actually end up being a solution that we'll pursue in the future. I did not get hit there, but probably should have been hit there. That's okay, life goes on. But, you know, I've talked about this in some episodes before. This is the difference between motivation and dedication, you know? I want to be dedicated to being better at Gungeon. The way you develop those skills is by, you know, playing the game and doing well at the game, even when you think you don't want to. And usually you'll find that if you find yourself a little bit unmotivated, tap into your reserve of dedication. If you do well, you're gonna find yourself motivated. It's like exercise, you know? You haven't exercised in like 6 months. Nobody's motivated to be like, hey, let's go out and like feel pain and make ourselves uncomfortable. After you do it a couple times, you have some small victories. You go, okay, you know what? I'm actually having a good time doing this. That's why dedication's important. And, you know, I'm a hypocrite when it comes to that as well. You know, it's easy to just be like, I don't have time to do this, but with Gungeon, I got time to do this. And you know what? That was a really good first floor boss fight here. We got, we've seen this before many times. Pulse Cannon, that's right. I was like, I thought I remember this item being pretty good. And indeed, the Pulse Cannon is pretty good. And we're already at 8 armor as well, because we got armor from the boss fight. We don't want to leave this floor yet. We still have 2 keys. Admittedly, we could go to the oubliette. But I know that if we go to the oubliette, we're going to be missing out on a passive item here. Don't take that as me, by the way, being like, oh, Gungeon sucks. Or, you know, I'm going to cancel the Gungeon series. It's not like that. You just get into a groove for different games. You know, you wake up one day and you're like, I want to play Overwatch all day today. You wake up the next day and you're like, I don't want to touch Overwatch today. You know, you go through different phases. The Gungeon series performs well. People like it, and I like playing it. It's in no danger of being canceled. I want to get, at the very least, 100% completion in it, assuming there's not some, you know, Braid-esque nonsense, in my opinion. Where you gotta, you know, like, stand at the title screen for 45 minutes to unlock something. But anyway, let's continue exploring here for now and seeing what we get. But I do think that one thing that I've come across now is I'm like, man, these Gungeon runs are like 50 minutes long. These are long runs. You can rush it to the dragon a little bit, but if you gotta go to like the oubliette or the bonus level with the old king, you know, cancel your appointments for that afternoon. However, I do think that Gungeon is, it has a chance to be one of those very few roguelites that has Isaac levels of replayability. I hope that maybe the pace of the game, this is a personal preference here, so you may disagree with me. You may very much like the pace of the game, but I hope that the pace of the game, selfishly, is addressed in an expansion or a patch or, you know, DLC or something like that, just to make it a little faster without making it, you know, extremely easy by just giving you guns that are extremely overpowered every time. I do want to check. Seems like the secret room could have been there, or really anywhere on this room, but I'm not going to check every single corner. So we got potion of lead skin and some HP. Oh, there's our secret room. Secret room contains armor and a place to drop a key. And it actually gave us the blooper, which is awesome. So yeah, this guy's gonna... I don't really care. That's not potion of lead skin, by the way. I was wrong. That's potion of gun friendship. You know what? Let's try it. We won't be able to create these puddles anymore, but I think that this is probably worth it nonetheless. And I actually think that with the blooper, we're pretty much set here, especially considering how early on we are. We'll take a key, and you know what? Maybe let's be aggressive. Maybe let's stack up as much armor as possible, and this could be a path to success that I haven't really considered before. I haven't really bought armor and been like, you know, let's really, really invest in making this work for us here. I think I'm going to... Let me try this. I know it's good. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to use the pulse cannon as a room clearer. Hope for ammo drops. If we have to go back to Robot's right hand, we have to go back to Robot's right hand. No big deal. I'm hoping that dropping the coolant isn't really a big cost for us here. But I'm looking at this and I'm like, damn, dude. 9 armor, 10 armor? 10 armor because of the secret room. That is ridiculous. Let's hope that we can keep that going. We know it's not going to be super easy. Especially once we get down to the fucking 4th floor. Don't even talk to me about the 4th floor. The much vaunted 4th floor of pain. Okay, that's fine. Life goes on. We knew that that guy was close to death anyway. And you know what? The thing with the pulse cannon is it actually is pretty ammo efficient. Just let him shoot. If young Metro don't trust him. So we'll see if we get a key in here. I'd love to get more key drops to open us up to ammo purchases. And no key drops there, and admittedly double vision is a pretty swell item. I almost feel for like these bigger enemies. Just go back to Robot's right hand. And however long it takes to kill him, that's how long it takes to kill him. Now, admittedly, shock bullets may be next to useless now. That's alright. Of course, I'd love for them to be useful, but I do think Potion of Gun Friendship is a little bit more ubiquitous. Did we get a Leaden Maiden in the center here? I thought we did, but maybe not. Oh, we do. Okay, good thing I used Potion of Gun Friendship. Dude, that was well worth it. I think we can get in there. I don't want to talk about that. That one I made it across, but yeah, that was pretty bad, but I did get a key out of it, so, you know, a positive, I guess, but pretty stupid of me. I gotta actually probably make Oh my god. Make the business expense to pick up a new Xbox 360 controller. You can sometimes see when I let go of the analog stick, I like walk backwards, or it holds. Yeah, there you go. That's not just me exercising a lot of self-control. I'm not saying that's the reason I fucked up that dodge, but I am saying that's the reason I fucked up that dodge. No ammo conda. Excuse me? What? That scared the shit out of me. I have heard about this boss. Please don't lick like that. That was strange. Yo, that was real fucking scary, dude. I think it was Kate was telling me about this boss recently, actually. She's like, have you fought the boss who's a door? And I was like, what are you talking about? Wallmonger? Wallmonger's not a door. He's a freaking wall, okay? Oh my god. Figures on the run where I have like ridiculously powerful armor. First off, I fuck it up. But secondly, they give me a boss whose patterns I've never seen before. Don't lick. No licking, please. No one should be that excited to lick the air. It's like there's a ghost lollipop in front of you. Look, I'm not happy to have 5 armor. I think we played pretty poorly on this floor. But all things considered, I'm mostly just happy to be doing okay against this boss I've never seen before. Compressed air tank. You know my work. This is Shark Jaws. Well, we'll try that against our next boss, I suppose. Alright, now comes the time where we rediscover our ability to play Enter the Gungeon. We don't take too much dumb damage. You're not supposed to fuck it up on the 2nd floor. You're supposed to fuck it up on the 4th floor. But now I've got renewed vigor, hopefully. Have I fought every boss in the game now? Still haven't seen a rainbow chest. One of the things that's such a strength of Gungeon is like all these secrets, man, but I've still a couple of paths obviously I've never seen, but we gotta flawless that boss in all likelihood to unlock something. It's my guess, at least. Ooh, ammo. I was actually super stoked to see ammo here. And then we get the telescope or the laser sight. Steady aim, which I think both minimizes... Oh, the flare gun's okay. It minimizes, yeah, it definitely won't be there. What am I trying to say here? It minimizes the spread between shots, which is really useful for a shotgun weapon, like a couple of the weapons we have right now. And it also maybe helps our lock-on a little bit, but I can't recall. But hopefully we'll see those effects pretty soon. So that was a, oh yeah, the spread on the pulse cannon shots, it's much tighter now. Which is a double-edged sword, but it means certainly when we hit, an enemy is much more likely to die. Because they'll be hit by more parts of the shot, effectively. Okay, keep it up here. Wood, well, I guess we don't have a blank. If we find a blank, I'd endeavor to find our secret room, because, the odds are okay that we could get armor in there. I did lose half my HP on this floor. Largely due to my own idiocy, but a little bit due to a boss I've never seen before as well. The problem with a more steady shot here is that it does mean that when I miss with everything, whereas you can kind of recapture some of those missed bullets, oh god, and turn them into hits, previously. But it gives us, like, much more effective range, I think, as well. Alright, I mean, I think I'd rather have 10 armor, but I'm pretty stoked about the way this run looks right now, regardless. And the pulse cannon with this upgrade seems to be an awesome room clearer for sure. Not insanely ammo efficient, but I guess it's mostly because it actually is ammo efficient, but the capacity is relatively low. Alright, so we got one more room here. Oh, we have to open it right away, and I don't know if I've ever seen this. Riddle of Lead. This you can trust. A relic of the first hero to master the Gungeon, whose skill attracted the envy of Caliber herself, bestows unreasonable courage in the face of danger and the luck to survive it. I have no idea what this is. Some kind of shrine room over here. Oh, it's a key salesman. Yeah, we'll definitely go for ballots. I maybe am guilty of overrating Ballad a little bit. I also have to say, it feels like I'm much faster now. And I think I'm gonna use my blank on the shop. Had to check. Well, I could have shot once, but I figured we'd check. Yeah, I feel much, much faster. Is this... It says courage in the face of danger. I wonder if this is an item that buffs our stats if our HP is low, and we're benefiting from that incredibly disproportionately because our HP is 0, you know, and our armor is the only HP we have. If that's the case, lucky us, I guess. Let's see what our shots look like once we're able to use them here. Well, it's kind of hard to tell how much damage we're doing relative to how much we used to do, but I feel like I got a huge speed upgrade at the very least. Or maybe we're stronger when there's more enemies on the screen? I don't know, that seems a little... That's even harder to tell. Gotta say, Potion of Gun Friendship, pretty dope, though. I am glad that I took that. Now, this floor, I think it's, no matter how good the run is pivotal for us to just not take idiotic amounts of damage here. The second floor was not a good example of that. So I'm gonna be looking for, like, kind of a rebound floor here, personally. Ooh, we don't want to take the key yet, but I'm stoked to have it. We actually have a lot of money as well to buy whatever we'd like to buy. Thought I landed that, but okay, that's fine. Got 3 shots left to kill these guys first, if possible. Kind of fucked it up a little bit, that's okay. No drops, so we can just get out of here. Yeah, this is important. The Mega Dowser is pretty bad. But it can put out wicks if necessary, okay. Oh, you know what? It can also electrify the ground, and we got an armor piece from our secret room, which is good. That's as good as flawlessing the boss, basically. So if we're going to continue to use the Pulse Cannon, why don't we use Pulse Cannon Mega Dowser, and we might as well douse every room. Well, every room that has enemies in it, at least. And this could make up, well, it certainly feels like it does make up for the loss of cooling. Okay, that was incredibly dumb damage to take, but lesson learned here a little bit. We're electrifying the whole level here. Is this awesome? I think this might be awesome. Now, the Mega Dowser is going to be ridiculously ammo efficient as well. Now, it's up to us again. I can't stress this enough. Just don't blow it by being an idiot. We still, like, no matter how good our damage is, the run depends on not taking ridiculous amounts of damage as well. And it's kind of difficult to tell what the heck is going on because of all the stuff on the screen right now. PC's not gonna like this one, I'll tell you that much. We're not quite hitting those enemies over there, but at the same time, you notice, like, we're killing enemies without even really knowing that they're on the screen. Reload! Reload! Dude, this is actually pretty sweet. Of course, you know, enemies that are not on the ground are not affected, but still. Pop, 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 pop. It's not pop, pop. Let's do it! Roll the bones! Disarmed, but hasted. They've taken away my pulse cannon and made me, oh my god, so much faster. So taking away the pulse cannon sucks. That weapon was being real sweet for us, but we are so much faster now. We don't really want lockpick. We may want the key. We are so fucking fast. Break the targets, win a prize. Hell yeah, let's do it. I could use a new gun. Admittedly, I'm frightened because I could pretty easily, you know, walk myself into despair. Nice, there's 2. I don't really know how we're supposed to get 4, but I guess we could have gotten 3 by hitting the spot at the back here, and then breaking it, and then hitting the one that was in front of us. So a little bit of foresight maybe would have been better there, but sure, I'll tell you what, we want to maybe break this one. Oh, we still could have done it. We got 3 at least, that's alright. And we'll take this chest, and that has given us the Cobalt Hammer. So, Cobalt, I had the chance to talk to the namesake himself, and he said that for this gun, you basically just want to be spamming the basic click on bosses. You don't want to be using it as a room clearer. That was his philosophy on it, at least. And I have to say that seems to make sense given my experience with it. Yo, the Mega Dowser is actually an incredible pickup here as the robot. This is important. Okay, so we're just gonna put like a lot of water on the ground. Then we're gonna start spamming the shit out of this. Like, I want this whole fucking floor covered. Oh god, the frame rate. Okay, I did not get hit. It's really hampering the frame rate. That's actually hilarious. But it's also important. Oh my lord. This is the first time I've seen Gungeon struggle this much. But we flawless the boss. So I'm gonna take it. Oh, this is the kind of run I needed to renew my vigor for this game, for sure. Now, I did use almost all of our ammo. We picked up the mass shotgun, which is good. And we picked up 2 armor, which is also good. Or great, even. Especially as I fucked it up so bad a couple of floors ago. So, this actually makes me feel like we're back in this in a big way. Keep in mind, we can use the Mega Dowser to put our wicks out if we find chests with wicks. So, I'm not going to sweat buying a key just yet. Hopefully this isn't causing any, like, audio desync or something like that, because sometimes that can happen if, you know, some of the hardware gets overloaded. Which is mostly related to the software, actually. You know, the PC itself is capable of handling it. I mean, this is a PC they used to do, like, you know, protein folding simulations on and shit like that, so they should be able to handle playing a little Enter the Gungeon and recording it here, but that may also be a little bit of ignorance of, you know, computer engineering. Anyway, just watch out for that. The game is struggling under the weight of its own particle effects here, but to be fair, this is a little bit of an unusual run, I'd say. There is no wick. Did we already yeah, we found the secret room on this floor already, right? And we don't need to buy keys, because we got keys right here. So I honestly think that we should probably go get some armor from the shop. But first, let's open this up. And we already got a gun. It was the Mega Dowser, so we were looking for a passive here. Ooh, Gun Knight armor. We've asked for this for so long, and the fact that it has shown up now is fantastic. Now, do we go for the past kill, or do we go for the Lich kill? I feel like we just save our money in this situation, actually. But it feels like that the Lich kill is actually plausible on this run because of how ridiculously strong it is. Maybe that's what we want to do, but it scares me a little bit, so I don't know. I also might not want to be using just the robot's right hand anymore, but I can't deny that it's getting the job done. Okay, we did not need to use mass shotgun for that, I'll tell you that much. Okay, I have gone back to mass shotgun, accidentally, but honestly, it helped us out. This is one of those, like, if you only watch one Gungeon run this season, it should be this one. And I mean that in all sincerity. This is a cool run. This is the kind of stuff I'm hoping for more of out of the expansion, if there is an expansion. Whenever I make a slip up like that, people always are like, "Oh, NL accidentally shared some confidential information." You overestimate how much, like, people tell me. I get in my video box. I record videos, I read Wikipedia, and that's pretty much my my daily work loop. All right, nobody tells me nothing. Shoot these down here. Go for that. Turn the Mega Dowser into like the most powerful weapon we've ever had. Also the most powerful inhibitor of our ability to record a high-quality 60 frames per second video, but, you know, it happens. And we did get a key. We'll just come in here for a second. There's a junk salesman, banana, armor. You know what? This seems like secret room potential. Just check. Just check. Maybe it's not a secret room. What would I like to sell? I would like to sell our guns I'll never use. Like, I really don't see us using the flare gun on this run. I don't know what we're gonna do with the excess money, but it seems like the flare gun is relatively inconsequential. Excuse me. You're very lucky. We should be using the Potion of Gun Friendship, though. There's not much excuse behind not using that. This might be awesome. Are you hearing the sounds of these enemies popping? It's like bubble wrap, man. It's beautiful. Oh. Did not get hit. This is what I mean, you know, you get a little bit of confidence under you. It starts to feel like you know how to play this game again. Getting so many keys as well. I'm hoping that's a result of the ballot. Oh, we have to fight the boss, but we don't have the Cobalt Hammer active, so I kind of feel like you roll... maybe, like, compressed air tank and then the shark? Well, it's not compressed air tank and then the shark. Here, just give me a sec. What I mean is get the Mega Dowser out and then get the compressed air tank and shoot it. And then go for whatever gun you think is the best, which in this case, I don't know, might even be like the blooper. That was bad. So we're not going to flawless the 4th floor boss, which is just, you know, business as usual, unfortunately. I don't know if the shark did very much damage there or what's going on, but I do know that Mega Dowser plus anything that shocks enemies is doing quite a lot of work here without us really even needing to pay attention to it, which is beautiful. Certainly this is like our best chance to have flawless these enemies. This will create some water, but it's not what I was looking for. What the heck is going on here? You know, just break this open, do that, go back to the blooper, which is out of ammo. Go back to the robot's right hand, man. Oh, the frame rate. Oh, what have I done to the frame rate? It is suboptimal. Somehow didn't get hit there. Maybe like mass shotgun, but we'll start with the Mega Dowser, and then we'll switch to mass shotgun. Yeah, that was fair. I deserve to get hit there. I really thought that would just kill the boss without me having a chance to get hit. No armor drops, so we did get a little low. Oh, you've done it! You've done it! You've given me the most ridiculous setup. Just when I thought I was out, you pulled me back in. You're gonna give me the Mega Dowser and the Mega Hand. You're gonna double me up on Megas here. And the world is my burrito. That being said, we've only got 4 armor. So be smart about it. We could still lose this. I mean, you saw how much damage we took on the statues. But we're in like a dangerous zone because we don't really want the poison jar. We're in a dangerous zone because if we fuck this one up, especially having gotten Gun Knight Gauntlet now, along with Gun Knight armor, people are just going to be like, why am I watching this fucker play this game? So, fair enough. This is another bit of armor immediately, and then 1 extra armor per floor, so it's hard to imagine that this is not an incredible run. Now the real question becomes, if I don't fight the Lich on this run, what kind of fucking run do I need to be able to kill the Lich? Because this is every great item I've ever asked for, all rolled up in one. We do have a little bit more stuff to take care of here. I think I would buy armor from our... oh, we got some kind of shrine or something. So you give up a gun for ammo. Come back this way. I feel like we don't need to do this because any gun that we have seems more than capable of killing the bosses, but admittedly, the Mega Dowser may be useless against the Dragon. So what do we want against the Dragon? Probably the Cobalt Hammer actually having... Oh my god, I'm so fast I walked into the enemy. upon entering the room. Probably Cobalt Hammer plus, like, an active Potion of Gun Friendship should be good. More money. Was there ammo on the shop? If there was, we can just buy it for the Cobalt Hammer and, you know, be done. What? Good stuff. No problem. Okay. I don't think we found our secret room either. So that's the Frost Giant. That's real good. We might want to save that for bosses. We definitely want to save that for bosses. And then... I refuse to believe it's not up there. Well, with one blank... Didn't we try our shop? Yeah, our shop... Well, it didn't have it over there, but it could have it over in this direction. Come on, don't let me down. You let me down a little bit. Okay, but you do have armor for sale. I think we'll buy a key as well, just so we are 100% set for the next floor. And if we get extra chests, beautiful. Mega Dowser, Mega Hand. And then with our ammo drop, assuming we get one on the next floor, we'll take that straight to the Cobalt Hammer, just spam it down against the boss, and I mean, hopefully we get a little bonus from the Mega Dowser, but I doubt it, just because the dragon kind of exists outside of the plane where it can be affected by it. You might be saying, like, Robot's right hand seems better because you can spam the shots, but because the shock is actually, like, persistent, I think that this works totally fine. Like, I think that this does not have, you know, basically any ill effects at all, except for completely tanking the frame rate in certain situations. I'm not sure if the shock loses power as time goes on, either. It may. By the way, please use a little Potion of Gun Friendship when it's available. These rooms ain't no joke. You know, this ain't your daddy's forge. Of course, you spawn in the one area where there's no creep. Also, somehow I was lit on fire there. In the midst of an incredible collection of aqueous fluid. I guess all fluid is aqueous, you get the idea. Man, you never realize how good the Mega Dowser can be until you get it in literally like the exact situation it was designed for. So I was definitely hit there and took no damage. I'm assuming that's got something to do with the that special bullets that we picked up, the bullet riddle or whatever. Okay, we're never gonna use the flare gun, and the blooper's out of ammo, and it's not our #1 choice. To get ammo in the future, we have the Mega Hand, which is incredibly ammo efficient, so we'll gun munch these two and hope for full ammo for a good gun, and... I mean, RPG Potion of Gun Friendship could be alright. I'm not gonna poo-poo this situation too much. Go back with Mega Dowser and Mega Hand. We also have the Frost Giant, which I'm not sure if enemies who are wet, like Andrew WK's Breakout album, are easier to freeze, but that is a video gamey thing that happens sometimes. Whoa. Yeah, this is getting easy, which is good, because I can kind of crunch the numbers, you know? I'm hesitating to do it, and especially to say that I'll do it, because I know I could regret it. But, I know we're getting extra armor every floor. We're getting 2 armor per floor. So if I finish this floor, like, without getting hit, basically... Oh, right, I always forget you can fall off the fucking bottom of the level. If we finish this floor without getting hit much, or we gain a lot of armor from, you know, whatever sources we can provide for ourselves, we know we're getting armor back. 2 armor, in fact. So we may decide that it makes more sense to fight the Lich than to try to fight the past. But I feel like, really for me right now, it's just progress that I should worry about. I should focus on, like, getting a guaranteed win in some department. Maybe we also, and, you know, again, keep in mind, I'm not, you know, the author of the... Oh, that was bad. The author of the Enter the Gungeon wiki. So I have no idea if you even have to beat every character as or beat the liches every character. I'm just operating under the assumption you do because video games. Potion of Chest Friendship. Oh, Potion of Chest Vampirism, which is actually probably worthless for us. Alright, I'm confident there's no secret room there. I will say the more damage I take, the more likely I am to just go straight for the past. And I don't think that would be a decision that, that people would really judge me for. I hope, you know? Especially given our relatively poor performances recently. Knocking out a past kill. And also, you know, getting the alt costume. Learning a little bit about the backstory of the robot. These would be nice things to do, you know? Further enhance our Gungeon experience. Good. Okay, not done yet. I'm loving this this synergy. I mean, we talked about it time and time again. I know there's been a lot of scuttlebutt about it. You know, what is the thing that Gungeon could really benefit the most from? More synergies. And this is a cool synergy, and it's kind of an active synergy as well, which I quite like. You know, that doesn't happen that often in Isaac, so it's kind of a unique thing that Gungeon's got going for it. Is, hey, we picked up, you know, 2 active items, well, an active and a passive that have an awesome synergy together. That makes them, like, substantially stronger than if they existed in isolation. Not to mention, though, we picked up some truly amazing weapons here, and some truly amazing defensive items. Like the Gun Knight Greaves, go back to every single robot episode. I'm like, Gun Knight armor would be really sweet. And then we get like every form, well, we got 2 forms, but still, of Gun Knight armor here. I'm happy with our item drops, that's for certain. So it looks like this will lead to our second chest, so we'll do everything on the forge before we actually get to the boss, and that's fine. As much as I wish we got to the boss early, this is so important. Okay, so we want ammo. I do think it's more sensible to take it for the Cobalt Hammer than to take it for the Mega Hands. And we get the Void Core Assault Rifle, which is pretty good. Right, shouldn't be there. It's not there either, which is a little surprising to me. But you know what? Either way, I'm very much content to save blanks for the boss fight, just to ensure that we can make it to the past. And I mean, I've been operating under the assumption as well that the robot has a past in the game. You know, there's a great deal of care taken in the development of Gungeon. I'm assuming that there is, and that's why the secret characters are meaningful. So I'd be surprised if there weren't. Okay, it's the boss fight time. I don't think the Mega Dowser is going to do anything, but we might as well try. I don't think it did much, if anything. This is the mass shotgun. That's not what we want. We want the Cobalt Hammer as this one. And we're just going to spam it down with Potion of Gun Friendship whenever possible. Potion of Gun Friendship actually lasts like a really long time. And then we want a gun that shoots quickly. Preferably more quickly than that. And we're gonna run out of ammo for this in like no time flat, but that's okay. Okay, these guys have to be taken care of. You know what? Why not just spam them down? These are more threatening than the Dragon itself. Just break the bullets here. Good stuff. 3 bullets left. All bullets gone. Okay, what comes next? Honestly, I kind of feel like maybe the Frost Giant. Austin's always telling me that I underrate this. I got hit there, but did not actually get hit there, so that's pretty sweet. Of course, the downside of the Frost Giant, for maximum damage, you want to get right up in there. You know what? Blank it up. That was totally my bad there. The Void Core does allow us to stand back. So we should use that or like use the RPG or something. I am amazed that we did not get hit there. I think we absolutely deserve to. Alright, try and Void Core with Potion of Gun Friendship. That seems pretty potent. Maybe we don't need to shoot the skulls. They'll just disappear. They'll disappear when I run into them. Alright, this is good. If we have Frost Giant ammo left... 74? Yeah, sure, let's go with that. Rest assured, I am 100% aware that this is basically as perfectly tailored a run as you can get for the robot, and we may never experience this again. So I am, like, beyond thrilled, and I fully recognize that we will probably never have a run this good happen again, but hopefully I'll never be this bad again either. Hopefully, you know, with every Gungeon run, long term at least, I get a little bit better. So even though I'm gonna tap out and maybe just go for the past kill here immediately on what is the ideal run, the greatest run ever created, I feel like this is important for my own personal morale. So we got the Dragon kills the robot. That's, I guess, the first time we've done that. And it looks like we unlock shock bullets as a passive for everybody. And then we're just gonna run past Bullet Hell. Alright, this is also by far the fastest I've ever been on a run. So just run past Bullet Hell. It's been a little while since I've seen this. And I'm very happy to be back in this situation from whence I came. And it's been like 40 minutes. What time is it now? It's like 12:40. We started this one at like noon proper. There you go. No credits. Yeah, there we go. We're going into our past. What? You guys. We didn't pick up the bullet from the blacksmith. Oh! Bad habits, man! That is the silliest decision I've ever made. Mind you, we should still have a pretty easy time beating the Dragon in the future. Oh, I can't even imagine the comments. How many people... Hey, you idiot, you forgot to get the bullet from the blacksmith. I forgot. Oh, at least we got an unlock. Well, thanks for watching. From victory to defeat, back and forth. If you enjoyed the episode, and maybe you enjoyed it more as a result of my idiocy, click the like button. It helps out a great deal. And of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future, which there's definitely going to be more of because I'm an idiot. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.